Hey everybody, this is DM Mike, and this is the next cutscene for Rise of Tiamat. This cutscene actually occurs in Chapter 2 of the book when the players are up in Arathator's lair. Matter of fact, this is the escape. This is how they got out of Arathator's lair. I really wanted to capitalize on this and that whole scenario, that whole session, and kind of bring it to life like I did, similar to, I think it's radio drama number 17 from Hoard of the Dragon Queen, which was called The Wyvern Assault, where I took a session and just brought it to life through, audio, through radio drama. Mainly because it was fast-paced, it was exciting, there was a lot of stuff that came on, and it was just ripe to bring to the radio drama format. So I'm not going to go into all the little details. I've already talked about this in the campaign diaries, but this is the moment where the characters are escaping from Arathator's lair, and all around them are the Marrow that have emerged from the waters to ambush them with magical tridents, and these tridents shoot out laser bolts, very much to the enemies in Kroll, if you know what I'm talking about. But laser bolts are just going everywhere, and the Marrow are trying to get to them, and of course the players got out of there right before Arathator almost ambushed them. Well, he did ambush them, was unsuccessful in capturing them. That's what this is. The context is the characters are just trying to get out of there after they have discovered Maketh the Crimson and taken her to get her the heck out of there and get her back to Waterdeep. So this kind of just capitalizes all that and brings it all to life, right? So I'll put some images up here where you can see it, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It was a lot of fun to make. It really was. I enjoy the fast-paced stuff. But anyway, guys, this is it. This is the next radio drama for Chapter 2, and it's called The Escape.
Freedom from the lair loomed in the distance as the heroes dodged the electrical fire bursting across the cavern. Ice splinters and stone cracks as the Marrow tried to stop the interlopers, their quarry eluding their laser-like bolts igniting from their enchanted tridents as they race for the exit. The air around them sizzles, brightening the darkened interior of the dragon's lair with a radiant light show of electrical fury. The heroes carefully navigate the stone walkway, its perimeter framed by a sheer drop on either side into frigid waters, as the Marrows press them from all sides. Their tridents continue to track them, as the thieves' spell hides them in the billowy folds of a dark cloud, masking their presence. The electrical blasts whistling past as they press their luck, narrowly avoiding an early grave. As they mount the final stairs to exit the chamber, the noise and clamor of the Marrow's weapons comes to a sudden stop. The heroes hesitate for a moment, but suddenly, from above, a shadow looms, and giant lizard-like eyes burst open, their long black pupils centering on the intruders. The white dragon, Arathator, spreads his wings, extends his head, and releases his grip from the glacier's ceiling, splashing into the waters below.
This is my domain, Scaradus. My treasure. My home.
The heroes waste no time running up the stairs as the dragon roars behind them. The ancient lair shakes and trembles at the dragon's wrath. With a quickening pace, they backtrack through the narrow glacial walls to the entrance of the lair, stepping over the bodies of the slaughtered orcs. Only the wretched screams and howls of the dragon can still be heard, as the glacier seems to fall apart, just as the intruders manage to ascend the final stairs and exit the lair, fleeing across the glacier. The Marrow dive into dark waters as the dragon turns with a snarl. His wings rest at his sides as he takes a glance back across the cavern, where his precious hoard had been ransacked by the accursed rats. Without hesitation, he dives below the surface, exiting the lair and bursting into the clouds like a thunderbolt.
Thunderers! My wrath will be your ruin!
Aboard the frost skimmer, the captain slowly lowers his spyglass as the rumbling quakes echo in the distance. Portions of the glaciers fall into the sea, causing large waves to slam against the boat. The crew, immersed in their mundane activities, suddenly stop, eyes turning towards the glacier as a feeling of panic fights to take hold. The captain quickly takes control of the situation as a dark omen looms over the sky, a feeling of dread emerging from an unseen force.
I think it's time we ready the ship. I believe our passengers just encountered the dragon.
Without a doubt, it'll be coming for us next then.
And we'll be ready for it. Load the guns and pull the anchor and ready to move. As soon as we see them, we set sail. Hurry, you dogs!
We're fish food for sure. There's no way we can take on a beast like that in open waters.
Well, we haven't got much choice now, do we? We can't kill it, but we can make it bleed. And with the help of those rat catchers, there might be a chance we sail home in one piece. Move to your stations.
The captain enters his cabin, pulls a musket from his private stash, loads the powder, and arms himself with as much weaponry as his armor can bear, as the crew prepares the ship for one of its deadliest encounters. He pauses, lights a match, and fires up one of his finest cigars. In the sky, a beast far greater and stronger than any that roam the sea circles the heavens. A prophet of death, fear, and fire.
So there you have it. That is the escape for Chapter 2. There's a lot of fun to put together. I mean, just all the action and the explosions and the laser bolts that actually came from a lot of science sci-fi effects that I have. So I use those actually quite a bit. They can really mix in really well with fantasy, and you don't quite pick up on it initially. But it was a lot of fun to put together because there was so much that happened in that session, and it just made it so easy to kind of write out and to put into that radio drama format. And it was fun too, just to kind of highlight what the people on the ship were experiencing. Like, they could obviously feel the effects of the glacier and the explosions and the movement of the dragon as things were about to go crazy. So that was really, really fun to put together. This is another way of using the radio drama format, not just as a tone piece, not just as an introductory piece for a cutscene, or even sometimes mid-game. I've done that a couple of times. But as a kind of avenue to highlight a moment in the campaign and add a lot of pizzazz to it, like bring a lot of life to it at the table. And it's fun. The next session, everybody comes in, we sit down and we listen to it, and it's just a blast because you can hear all the decisions the players made and what was going on. And the players also get to hear a little bit about, oh, while that was going on, this was going on elsewhere. So it could be a lot of fun. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I've got for you today. This is the more cutscenes to come. Actually, I'm kind of backlogged at the moment. I got a few cutscenes I really need to get out of here. But those will be the next few videos. Anyway, guys, thanks for taking the time to watch these very esoteric cutscenes that I know are just kind of weird to listen to, but hopefully they're fun. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.